Hello, hello. Let me see here. Hello, hello. I see some people jumping on. How is everyone today? Once you're hopping on, will you do me a favor? Tell me who you are and where you're watching from. Good morning, good morning. Excuse me. It sure is the Brownie Inventor event. Welcome, Richard. Who do you have with you today, Richard? Good morning, good morning. So while y'all are hopping on, we want to see who is here and where you're from. Well, welcome, Heather from North Carolina. We're so glad to have you. Hello, Amara. I hope I'm saying that right. And Allison. We're so happy that y'all are here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know some other people are going to go ahead and hop on throughout, and that's okay. My name is Leslie Worden. I am the Director of Outdoor Program and Camping for Girl Scouts of the Desert Southwest. And hello, Lindsay and all of your troop. We're so happy to be able to bring this virtual programming to you, so thank you for hopping on. Now, you're probably wondering why an outdoor programming person is doing stuff indoors. That's because I actually live at our camp, and we're in the middle of the mountains, and there's no internet once I leave this building. So we're in here today. But we're going to get to know each other pretty good and earn some steps towards our Inventor badge. So I know I can't see y'all, but I'm going to trust that you're doing this. I'm going to have everyone stand up really quick. I can't stand up or you won't see me. And everyone just kind of get their jitters out. Let's wake that inventor mind of yours up, okay? So everyone stand up and do a quick silly little dance. After you get your little dance out, whoever's there with you, I want you to tell me what kind of dance everyone was doing. And I do have a reason for this. So everyone get up and dance, 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 act crazy. And then I want to see what everyone's doing. Got a lot of people from Colorado Springs. Welcome, welcome. All right, has everybody got their dance done? I did a little silly, almost a cheerleader dance from my chair because I can't get up or you won't be able to see me. All right, so the reason that I had you guys get up and do a little dance, just a silly dance, all right, thank you, Kelly, is because everyone interprets things differently. Allison did a special wiggle dance. I wish I could have seen that. That's awesome. Hello, Hannah from El Paso. So everyone's thinking is a little bit different, okay? So we had a wiggle dance. We had a silly dance. I was doing a weird little cheerleader dance from my chair. Everyone, Heather did the twist. I love it. So see, everyone views things a little bit differently. And that's why we have inventors. I don't know if everyone here knows what an inventor is, but it's somebody that comes up with an idea that helps everyone else. Now, isn't that kind of what Girl Scouts do? We help make the world a better place? Yeah. So inventors come up with all kinds of products that we use every single day. This phone that I'm on right now, this computer that's right here, Somebody at some point invented that. And you ladies are going to be waking up the hustle, go Rink. You ladies are going to be waking up your inventor brains over the next couple of segments that we do. I want to start out by showing you an invention. Actually, I'm glad Rink is on here because Rink actually helped me out with this one. So I like to drink my water out of a Nalgene bottle. This is my favorite kind, but I would always, look how wide this mouth is. I would always spill it on myself, like every single time I drank. It would just be water straight down here. So I started drinking water out of things that had a smaller mouth. Well, apparently I'm not the only one that had that problem because they came up with a little thing. I don't know if you can see. They came up with a little thing called a splash. I still managed to get water on myself. It's what I do. It's called a splash guard, and it just fits right here in the mouth of your Nalgene bottle. Let me see if I can show you here. And then that way you watch. I will still spill it because that's what I do. It doesn't spill on you, and I'll take a drink. Normally I would have had all of that straight down, but nope, because of that invention, my life has been made better. So I want you to start thinking about different inventions. It could be the type of hairbrush that you use, the type of shoes that you wear. It could be maybe someone's gotten a new car recently, the way that you fit in your car. It's endless, the things that we can do with inventions. While you're thinking of an invention that has really made your life better, I want to show you a few things. So obviously I use a computer for work, and I purchased 2 different computer bags. This one right here, I purchased it because number one, it's pink, it's my favorite color, but well, as evident from my water, I wouldn't say I'm clumsy, but I'm not delicate either. So the reason I purchased this, if you guys can see, look at all of the padding that's on it. It's got all kinds of pockets. It's just a really, really neat computer bag. You open it up, there's more pockets. I love using different colored pins. It's places for all of that. And I was super excited to find this. Now I also have another kind. So I want you to be thinking about this because I'm pretty sure all of you have at least 2 of something in your house. And they're going to be very different. This is also a computer bag. Now, if you notice this first one I showed you, it's real stiff. I mean, it's hard. I'm not going to hurt a laptop in this. Okay? This one, look, I can fold it up. It's, it's not as hard to get in. I mean, it's not as hard on your back. It doesn't have the padding. It's very loosey-goosey. I honestly only bought it because it's made by a designer that I really like. So I bought this one because I just like the designer, and I bought this one because I'm clumsy and I really thought it would help me out better. They have the same function, but they're very, very different. Now, hello, Miss Helen. Now, I want you ladies to stop and think. Which one of these do you think I actually use and prefer? Based on looking at them and the descriptions that I gave you. Again, same product, made very, very differently. They were invented very different and for very different purposes. I want to see what you guys think. I'll keep showing you some of the padding, all the gadgets. This one also has lots of pockets. Whoever designed this did a good job with the pockets, and there's pockets on the inside as well. So what do y'all think? Which one do you think I use more? Excuse me. This one, Brooke, the utility bag, Well, as it turns out, even though I bought this one because of all of the padding and all of that, this one did not work well for me. See, everyone is saying this one. Yes, this one was perfect in my eyes when I bought it. Whoever invented it, they definitely knew what they were doing. But for me personally, because it is so stiff, so rigid, it didn't work well for me. And the padding that I was so in love with really annoyed me when I would carry it. So this one turned out to not work for me at all. Okay? So this one, the flimsy one, it actually turned out to be a much better product for me personally. Okay? So one of the things I want you to think about, do you have something in your house that you bought, like maybe say this water bottle? This didn't work for me until I found a solution to use, and now I don't spill the water on myself. Okay? So I have both of these bags. One of them worked well, one of them didn't. So oddly enough, this turns out to be the one that I carry all the time. You just never know, and that, my friends, is why we have so many different inventions. Okay? There's so many different uses for things that we have. Tell me some things, the softer one, yes. Tell me some things in your house. Like, do you have different hairbrushes that you use? Do you have, pardon me, do you have different shoes? That's another one, shoes. I wear a certain shoe, I won't say the name of it. They're kind of plastic and they've got holes in them. I can buy that same shoe in the same size, but a slightly different style, and it's going to fit my foot just a little bit different. I'm going to walk a little bit different. Do you have shoes that you wear? Maybe a particular tennis shoe or a particular flip-flop that you wear. But each different style, it fits just a little bit different. That's okay. That's what inventors are for. They invent things to show how different ways that, I just lost my train of thought. I apologize. This is what happens. I'm an in-person kind of teacher, not sit at a desk. I like to be in front of people. But different things can work differently. Again, just like this water bottle. So I want to see your comments on something that you have two of, but it works a little bit different. Anyone? Anyone? Hi, Teresa. Pardon me, I'm going to take a drink while I'm waiting. Anyone? Okay. So, I want everyone to make a circle with their hands. I know I can't see you, but I'm going to trust that you're doing it. Just make a circle with your hands. Coffee mugs. Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point. There are all different, just like these water bottles. There's so many different types of coffee mugs, so many different sizes, so many different styles. Why do you think that is? Zoe has a water bottle that she can put a snack in. Now that was a really good invention, right? I don't know if any of you, well, I'm sure most of y'all have seen them, but right about here, this part would come off and you could put a snack in it, and then up top is the water bottle. Whoever designed that was really smart. Those actually work out really well. We actually just received some at council through an event we were on. I have different shoes that are the same kind of, and both are same a little. I understand that. I can buy the same exact shoes, but maybe just the style is just a little bit different, and it completely changes the way that I walk, the way that they feel on my feet. So I want you to stop and think. Love my Stanley thermal because it keeps my coffee nice and warm where the others don't. Exactly. And you know, There are some people that may not like the Stanley. Maybe they like something else. That's why we need so many different inventions. I'm going to show you one more thing really quick, and then I'm going to have you start doing a little bit of thinking. I'm going to see if anyone knows what this is. Does anyone know what this is? If you have little brothers or sisters, you probably do. I'll wait for a few comments to come in. I'll unfold it just a little bit. And the reason I'm showing you this is because something that is intended for one thing can actually be used for something else, as long as it's safe. Okay, so this is actually a baby swaddle. Okay, and a baby swaddle is when you take the baby and you wrap it up all nice and tight, and then the baby feels warm like it was when it was in its mama's belly. Do you think I am going to swaddle myself in this? Would that be kind of silly? Yes, it would be totally silly to think that I could actually swaddle myself in this. You want to know what I use this for? I am the type of person that has to be covered up, even when I'm hot. I like to be covered up. So this guy, let me show you how thin it is. It is super, super thin. So I take these in my purse to the movie theater. So I have just a little something on my legs. I keep one at my desk. I bet you do, Rita. I keep one at my desk. I take it on the airplane with me. So I basically use this as an adult blanket. It's made to swaddle a baby and make it feel safe and secure, but I use it as blanket. I literally have these all over the house. So I want you to stop and think really quick. What is something that you have? Your parents, I missed what you were saying. My parents won't let me get rid of it. I'm sorry, I missed what you said. But we do have someone that is on here monitoring comments. And then after this is over, I'll go back and read what you said. But different things can be used through your inventor brain as something else. So I want you to stop and think, what is something that you have at your house that is meant for one purpose, but you use it for something else? Just like this baby swaddle. I don't have a baby to swaddle in it. I use it for me. Okay? Let's see what some of you guys happen to come up with. Let me see if I can scroll back and see what you were talking about. All right. Well, I don't want to have too much dead air waiting on those comments to come in. So here's a little bit of homework per se. It's not actually homework. But between today's session and our next session, there's some things that I want y'all to start thinking about. And I want to see your what you make. I want you to stop and think, because I know for me, I like to, I keep getting messages. I like to think of something that I have and how I can make it better. I also tend to sit and think about things, well, why didn't I invent that? Why didn't I invent that? Who here has said that when you see something really cool, cookbook holder? I have a cookbook holder and I wish I'd have invented that. Is there anything that you've ever said, man, why didn't I think of that? Man. So this is your chance. I love that. Girl Scout cookie boxes, use them as a paint board. Very good, Stephanie. I want you to start thinking about things that you've always wanted to invent, or maybe something that you can improve on, just like the little splash guard that's inside of here. Then normally, if we were in person, but as we know, everything is a little bit different right now, and that's okay because we can adapt. I want you to stop and think what you would invent, how you would invent it. I want you to go through the steps, sort of like you're drawing have you guys ever seen a cartoon strip? How there's one box here, and the story is being told through those boxes. I want you to go through your invention, what your invention is, what it's going to take to make it, all the way through the steps, okay? This is a really, really fun process, and I love this part of this actual badge because you get to see the creativity. You get to see the things that these girls come up with. So I want to see whether it's crazy, whether it's something real that's going to help someone's lives like mine. I want to see what y'all come up with. And after you do that, if you will please come back, whoever's got you on this Facebook page, if you'll please come back and add that picture into this stream so that we can see them for next week, that will be amazing. Now, I didn't get to see all of your comments that you did because I was too busy talking and being nervous because I'm not an in front of the camera kind of person. I'm a big group person. So for next week, go ahead and you can do it anytime during the week. You can do it this afternoon. You can do it throughout the weekend. Start thinking of your invention. I want you to open that inventor's brain. Think about some of the things we've discussed, something that makes your life better. 2 different things you can excuse me. I promise I'm not sick. It's allergies, folks. Can I comment with this, all the steps the girls need to do? Absolutely. So you're going to get a piece of paper, get you a pen, pencil, crayon, whatever you want to use. Then I would just draw several boxes. They don't have to be big. You're going to draw little boxes. And in the first box, tell me what your invention is. Now, this invention can be something that you've had in your head for a while, something that comes to your head while you're thinking about inventions. So figure out what your invention is. It can be something that you're improving on. Like maybe you have a hairbrush and you feel it pulls your hair too much when you brush. How are you going to fix that? It can be your dishwasher. Maybe your dishwasher, there's something about it that just doesn't work right, but you've got an idea. It can be anything, okay? So put that in your first box. Then in the next box, and it doesn't even have to be, sorry about that, folks, I got a phone call. It can be anything. Wait, I lost my train of thought because that phone call threw me off. The joys of doing this for the first time, folks. You can make it in just all the way down the page. You can use the boxes. Since I'm not there to help you with it, do it however it makes sense to you. But you're going to go through the steps. So you figure out what you're going to do, what your invention is going to be, and then you're going to start with, how am I going to do this? What materials would I need? What help would I need from my parents or my siblings? What is this going to do when it's finished? How is it going to help people? Is it going to help me? Is it going to help everyone? Is it going to help my grandma? Just think of all those different steps and what this invention is going to do. And like I said, it can be a real invention, like this splash guard I showed you. It can be a silly invention, and that's okay too. Some of my favorite inventions that I've seen through this badge have been some really crazy ones. I had a kid one time that he made this like robot that could soar through the air. And as he was soaring through the air, he could see people that were in trouble. And through his hand, he could shoot to them whatever they needed. So the imagination, and that's what we want in this badge, is just open up that inventor's mind. That, what about the medicine? What about like medicine? If you want medicine to be part of your invention, you go right ahead. That's absolutely fine. It's all up to you. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's your invention, okay? It's how you see, well, it's not going to get patented. I understand what you're saying. It's your invention, okay? If you want to do play medicine for a baby doll, that's fine. I don't think that real medicine is going to get invented in this here program, but you never know. But so yeah, just have them make that list. And if you want to take a picture of it and add it to this thread, that would be great. Let me do this because I keep getting messages. And use your inventor's mind to look around your house. Like right now, I'm sitting on the opposite side of my desk. I'm looking at a flower arrangement. I'm kind of wishing it was a little bit different. Now that my inventor brain is turned on, I've got a little baby Yoda over there that is smushed. I've had it for years before baby Yoda was popular. I kind of wish his ears weren't right here. I wish they were here. So start looking at things through your inventor's brain and see what you can come up with. You don't have to do it today. You don't have to do it tomorrow. Just use that brain. Start seeing things in a different light. Create something a little bit better, like make it better for yourself, or create something brand new. Either way, I want to see what you've made. Post it on here, and we'll see you next week at the same time, and we'll finish up this badge. Any questions real quick before we go? I gotta say, this is a little bit more difficult doing it. I'm telling you, I'm clumsy. That's why I have to have these. It's a little bit different doing this live versus in person because I can interact with the people that are in the room. Any other questions really quick? Thank you, Heather. I hope I answered your questions, Lindsay. Well, thank you for being part of this learning curve for me. This is my very first time to ever do anything live. But Girl Scouts of the Desert Southwest, we really want to help all of you that are here in your homes. I know it's different for everyone, but you know what? We're learning together. We're learning together. I'll have some different ideas for next week, and I'm sure y'all will too. And I'm very, very excited to see what you come up with. All right, until next week, we'll see you later. Have a great day, everyone.